I see Annie, Xinjiao, Ornn, and I go, well, I hope Duckdom's on a hyper carry, a real big one. Maybe an Aphelios? That'd be cool. I could be down for that.
Nah, give me the Jinx. I want Jinx to finally make her way back. I think that champion is very good. Outranges a whole bunch of stuff. They will probably be able to see the AD carry face up. So that could be the opportunity as Chovy. I think like this.
Chovy loves Galio and Annie.
Both teams really want big old hyper carries.
Yeah, I agree with that in this draft. But into the Ezreal means that setup on objectives becomes a lot harder. It's not unplayable, but it's certainly Ruler has all the cards. Like he holds the ball's in his court when we set up for 5v5s. And if Gen.G have prio, which, you know, look at the stats for that. The Ezreal feels so good into the Annie, so we're going to have to talk about what Ezreal feels good when he has a jungler that's going to slam somebody into a wall.
Yeah, Canyon is just going to throw a rock into this bottom lane. Decent little knock up there from Wei. It doesn't get stunned into the wall, as now Dura going to have to flash to get himself out of the way. That was not the dive that Gen.G were looking for, but they're still sticking around. They've held onto this wave, so they might be able to get another opportunity, but these health bars are not very high, and Wei is holding this wave just offside. Canyon just going to flash in, though, and there is first blood. Never mind.
All Canyon has to do
just takes a little bit longer as Ruler.
And then TP bottom side as Ruler is coming up. So some minions lost here, as in fact Duro is the one who TPs first. This is a little bit awkward here, as Ruler can't quite get back.
Yeah, Plate Gold is coming on over as, the cannon's actually collected for Ruler. Kind of nutty. It looks like at least, you know, Duckdom and Wei aren't falling any further behind or anything like that outside of losing some health bars. The CS numbers are doing all right. As Canyon's going to make his way over. Oh, never mind. It could just be doomed. As Wei not going to be... Oh, he actually waits out the Steadfast Presence, just barely survives.
And also, Ruler might just push this wave in and grab a plate because he can.
Chovy does get ulted back there by Cuz. Chovy gonna have to flash. Canyon is gonna make his way in here. Cuz set up, but Duro does have the inside track. Duckdom gonna come on over. He actually blast coned his way in. There's the Impale, but Cuz still keeping himself relatively safe. The flash out there from Cuz as they go back in looking for Chovy. That is going to be the kill. It goes over to Wei, unfortunately, but they'll take it. They're going to even things out. Now the stun is going to connect, and the 1-2 punch here of the Xin Zhao Annie is going to work until they are evicted from the plane. Cuz just goes down. There's the knock up as the answer might actually be here, and there it is. Feathers get pulled back. Wei might be dead, but BDD is just going to wander his way back in. No mana to speak of.
Tank. Yep, and this game starts to go a lot more playable after that scenario.
100%. And now Wei is going to try and get out of the way. Duckdom here could be in trouble, but that's going to be the snare. The quickness comes on through. The flash has to be employed to get Canyon out of trouble as the teleport in from BDD is looking for Ruler. Does manage to find him. True Shot Barrage just bit. Wow, Wei just didn't even flinch.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really aggressive play that cost Canyon this flash. Right? Ruler doesn't have cleanse anymore.
Oh, got a ward going into this brush. They spot all 4 members as the equalizer goes down. Goodbye, jungler. Thanks for the leash, says Gen.G, as Canyon very comfortably steals that away. The Ornhorn going to come down as he just turns his way out of it. Yeah, a little bit more coming back. 250 going to be the difference here as Chovy could, I mean, he is in a lot of trouble. There's not a lot of justice in that punch as a bear goes down. He taunts them all and they're like, yes.
And Chovy shows up now. Does have his ultimate, so skirmishing here is going to be really tricky. And Geen has the teleport TP.
No teleport for Perfect. You cannot fight this KT.
There's no way.
Yep, Duro is just going to send Cuz away. And that is a guaranteed take on the Rift Herald. KT still wanting to look for something here. I'm not sure about it as the equalizer goes down. And Wei able to use that quickness, getting himself out of the way as Duckdom so incredibly close to dead, but will be able to keep himself alive. And the question I have is like, why?
Yeah.
Why are we fighting? Why are we doing this? The flash out from Cuz gets him to safety, but why does he need to get to safety? As Wei is almost dead, he gets out, but why? BD flashes in! And I think I know why he was looking for a kill, but I just don't know whether he's going to be able to find it, as now they're able to back away. KT, we don't have to.
No. And, like...
And Wei is just going to try and push Canyon out of here. More battling, as this time Perfect does have his teleport. Now we're actually fighting for an objective. And Gen.G are in the area. Duro with a beautiful angle. True Shot Barrage just means that Cuz and Wei are already so low. They do get the redemption, so this health bar isn't too much of a problem, but Wei is going to have to try and get himself out, and I just don't know whether it's going to happen. Gets a knock-up onto Canyon here, but
and that's the free dragon.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
And with no cross map, no return.
No.
Wei?
Yeah, he didn't even have ult, so it wasn't like he was going to set up for a huge play anyway, but Equalizer goes down and
take that dragon. Gen.G now have choke point control with Impale.
There's also no objective to fight for, so maybe this is time for KT to fight. Yes, it precisely is, as they go in onto Canyon, who just says, and what? Arakan.
I mean, they're trying to force an unfavorable fight with the power they have.
Teleport now. Teleport now, perfect. Perfect. Teleport now.
Not teleporting now, he's teleporting far away.
Okay, he is going to teleport now, at least. As there's a knock-up onto Canyon, they want to be able to take down the jungler. He's so tanky. Still, he's able to deliver a gargoyle and flash away. Tibbers gets ulted on. True Shot Barrage this time is not going to find the mark. Neither does the Equalizer really, although Doctom is so incredibly low. Chovy dives in, gets the Featherstorm out here as Doctom uses the barrier. Canyon, he manages to snipe him. Down goes the Lover's Duo. The Ornn is picked up, and it's an instant triple for Ruler, who is now 5-0. 100% of the kills here for Gen.G.
Does KT now just have to resort to tricks? We've talked about this a lot in the LCK. When you're behind against a team like Gen.G, you just have to go hide on bush and hope for the best.
I mean, it's Molten Edge time as well, so at least Doctom is doing a bunch of extra damage. BDD does take down Duro as they set the trap and look to take... Canyon's drifting has been so sick today.
He's the only Skarner player in our league right now, and so he is by default the best, but if everyone was playing Skarner and I watched this game, I'd be like, well, he's the best.
Yeah, Ruler is going to take down in
like, how does he
get himself out of the way as Canyon. I mean, it was a cool play, but I think maybe he heard us saying that he was like super cool and stuff, and then he does that thing where he goes a little bit too far.
I don't know, we just panned over and I watched Doctom with his ult get impaled, and I was like, that's a good play, but
they flash it in. Great quickness play there onto Keen as the Equalizer is in a decent position. The gargoyle delivery is so good, and Keen picks up the first kill for not Ruler in this game, and Ruler is a bit angry about that, so he's going to grab another one for himself as what goes up must come down, and that equals another double here for Ruler. 7-0 here for this Ezreal, and now Wei is getting chased down. True Shot Barrage, if that connected, he was dead.
But then there's just not enough follow-up, and then Chovy buys enough time, and then if Doctom was there, I think 100% you smash that fight, but he just wasn't there in time.
Yeah, well, he's here now. There you go. The Ram. All right, we get a Bellows Breath. There's a nice knock-up onto Ruler. I mean, nothing's really going to come of it as the Arcane Shift gets him out of that grand entrance because, the Impale's so good here from Canyon. Once again, Ruler gets his 8th. He's legendary. He already was. I mean, it's Ruler, but he's going to grab a 9th here on the back end. As Gen.G, I think they want to go home. I think they're kind of done with this one as they are looking for their first inhibitor of the game. Keen was in the bottom lane, by the way, guys, pushing this Baron wave towards this inhibitor, and they'll take 2 at the same time, which is kind of what they've been doing all game.
Yeah, that's really a great way to put it. Atlas says, okay, maybe we get one?
Nah, it's Gargoyle delivery. That's what's going to come on through here as Chovy puts himself in position with a great Justice Punch. The Nexus, it belongs to Gen.G now. It's Ruler bobbing for apples, takes down Doctom. BDD, the next one in trouble as they just destroy them on their fountain. And Gen.G, yeah, they'll make swift work of KT here today.